Are you a pale black who's hunched over a computer all day? Do you exercise only your mind? It's time for you to try Techie Cream. This patented formula gives you all the rosy-cheeked beauty of an active person with none of the physical. Why up the stairs when there's an elevator? Why walk to lunch when Postmates delivers? Just apply Techie Cream at any time during your inactive day for a fresh new look. You get less grumpiness, buff arms, and more. $9.99 a month. You'll receive a year's supply. Sign up now, and we'll even throw in a bike rack for your car. Side effects vary, but may include confusion about whether to keep working at your desk or say, F this, and go outside and play. It just may increase in reading paperback books and not looking at your phone every time it goes ping. Turn your sallow skin sun-kissed despite all that fluorescent lighting. Reverse years of hunching and stressing. Wash the taste of coffee and peanut M&Ms out of your mouth. You'll feel like existing cucumbers. You can even try a new extra strength Techie Cream for men. It pumps up your pectorials into fire engine driving, push-up pumping super size. You'll look like this, even though you should look like this. Look better than you deserve. All right, I don't know about you guys, but after meeting marketing and sales and engineering, I could use a snack. Let's head over to the snack area. I call it T-Rex because it's so big and awesome. You know, I love dinosaurs. People say they could eat us, but I just think of them as kind of cute and cuddly, you know? T-Rex with his little arms just running everywhere. Toby gave me a T-Rex stuffy for Valentine's Day and my heart just melted. Brontosauruses are actually my favorite dinosaur, but I did not tell him that because we are building right now. So, snacks. We have 7 kinds of snack bars. We can accommodate any allergy or combination of allergies you might have. You know, when you're at work, you don't want your immunoglobulin levels sailing off the charts. I know a lot about the damaging effects of grains. I'm paleo. That's why I make sure we always have 100% protein bars as well as 3 flavors of beef jerky. So go right ahead. Since I started in the office world back in 2004, I've noticed a disturbing trend of less greeting happening. Okay? You walk in, back in the day, people would say things like, oh, hey, you look extra chipper today, or wow, did he call, or how was the movie? Anything. Like, it was weird to not verbally greet and acknowledge and make eye contact when another human entered your space. Now, you walk into departments, and this is sometimes what's happening. Headphones, non on a bagel, watching a YouTube video. You might get one of these. So, I don't like it. I think it's weird. And I am on a mission to stop it. But I will say this, there are some exceptions, okay? Your typical tech office space, the sales team is quite extroverted. What you will hear when you're in your sales is, hey buddy, sounded good on that call, that was awesome. Way to go. Do that again. Girl, whatever you did there totally worked. You should do that. That was amazing. Okay. Oftentimes at a small tech company, sales is kind of like a fraternity and a sorority just sort of mixed together. So the other thing that I think is interesting is there's sort of a secretly socially astute group that don't really flash it, but let's be honest, it's IT. These are the people who came up with the phrase, are you sure it is plugged in? Have you tried turning it on and off? Computers love a reboot. Very patient. They're sort of with us at our worst. So they have to be personable. So I've come up, though, with a game that is going to be very fun. It's called the greeting game. And the way this game works is there will be a face flashed on the screen that is expressing a particular emotion, all right? The lucky contestant who joins me on stage will have the opportunity to look at the face and name the emotion. So just something simple, happy, sad, upset, whatever. Then I have written 3 possible scenarios that would maybe have caused such a reaction. And this contestant has to go deep within this part of themselves. Look at that face and figure out which one is the most true, okay? They're kind of all true. This is the empathy meter. You need to be like paying attention to that other human, okay? Right. So, house lights are coming up, and we are going to play this game. All right, who would like to volunteer and show their, you know, life's an adventure and it's short. So come on. All right, we have a volunteer! What is your name, sir?
Justin.
I'm Bridget. Nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you.
Please stand right here. Don't block me, baby. I want you to be able to see the screen. Okay, so are you ready?
I'm ready.
You're totally ready, I can tell. Okay.
Got my spectacles on.
Oh, good. Okay. All right, so Maestro, first slide, please.
Angry.
Would you like to rethink your answer?
Excited.
Excited, okay. Possibility number 1. I just found out that the free lunch today is that Mediterranean place I really like. Number 2, my 8 a.m. meeting for tomorrow morning was just canceled. Or number 3, I just drank a lot of coffee.
Coffee.
Okay, coffee. I think you got it. I think that's all. Number 3 it is.
Because none of those other ever happened.
Yeah. Maestro, slide number 2, please.
Stoked?
And what do you really think?
Not so stoked.
Not so stoked. He's honest, this guy's very good. This is beyond the first answer by the time he gets to the first answer. Okay, so not so stoked. Number 1, I just realized I have 3.5 more years to go until I'm fully vested in the Number 2, I accidentally just forwarded the whole company an email in which I refer to my boss as a clueless waste of space. Number 3, I live in Ballard and just found out the company is moving to the east side. Number 3, okay. Pretty not stoked. All right, Maestro, slide number 3.
You're not at work.
Theme in all the photos, actually. I was working very hard, though.
Yeah.
What emotion would you say?
Super happy.
Super happy. Okay.
Yeah, contentedly happy.
Contentedly happy. All right, good work, good work. All right, so number 1. I just took the last chocolate chip flavored Lara bar from the snack area and hid it in my drawer.
Totally contented.
Number 2, I just got an email from a recruiter and I'm headed to a second round of interviews at a company I'm super excited about.
Still in Ballard?
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Number 3, my hair is just really working for me today.
I think I'm going to stick with the last one.
My hair is just really working for me today. Yeah, that's that smile, isn't it?
Yeah,
okay.
it is.
Nice.
Your hair's
Okay.
looking
Very
great.
good. I think you nailed it. Okay. You're doing very well. Thank you for participating. Number 4, please. Oh, dear.
You look like my Aunt Kathy.
How is Kathy?
Not super stoked.
Alright, yeah, Kathy's a little upset. Okay, number 1. Someone near me won't stop talking loudly. I can't even turn up my headphone volume loud enough to drown out the noise. Number 2, I just found out that lunch is not the Mediterranean place. Instead, it is salad day, which means I will starve all afternoon. Number 3, one of the older single guys in my department is trying to flirt with one of the newest, youngest sales gals, and it's really hard to watch. Do we have a winner?
I think we have a winner.
Okay. You have just one more. You're on such a roll. I have full confidence.
Okay.
You're going to get this.
I
All right.
got this one.
Last slide, please.
I'm not so sure. Did it change?
Yeah. play a few more rounds of the greeting game. That's okay. It's good practice.
Shouldn't you have your headphones on code?
Yeah,
Coding right
exactly.
now? Yeah.
So, can you name an emotion?
Lack thereof.
Okay, emotionless. All right, all right. Okay, number 1. My boss just chatted me requesting, quote, a few minutes to talk about some things. I just looked everywhere and realized for sure that there are no more peanut M&Ms. And number 3, I just overheard the CEO say both, quote, shake some things up and trim the fat in the same sentence. You're gonna go with number 3. I love number 3 every time. Every time, right?
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm seeing some jiggling.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Lots of jiggling.
I don't know what that means, that's great. Oh, shake some things up.
And lose
Yeah,
fat.
yeah, and
So,
shake it, yeah. Oh, okay, okay.
I'm seeing something jiggling.
Okay, right on, Justin. It's like poetry. I love it. All right, thank you for playing. You were
You're
very,
welcome.
very fun contestant. Thank you. All right, so do greet each other. That is my message for you tonight. So hopefully when you get to work and you are greeted by another human, you start to get to work and you get productive, because this is America and we do things, right? All right. So anytime you get a group of people together and you're going to do something like build the pyramids or build software, you have a plan, right? It could be a 1-month plan, it could be a 6-month, it could be a 6-year plan. If it's Bertha, it's a 15-year plan. So as Bertha has taught us, and for those of us who are here from Portland, Bertha is our very sad little boring machine that is stuck in a bunch of rocks and mud under our seat. So sometimes plans have to change because unexpected things come up, and that's difficult if you've really got your plan set in stone. I didn't mean to do that pun, but that was pretty good. So, software engineers, being the smart little buggers they are, way back in the late 80s, early 90s, came up with a way of approaching software development that fully accepted the reality that things can change, right? It's called the Agile method. Okay? So the Agile method of development involves 2-week sprints. So everybody in the team has a 2-week plan for what they are going to accomplish. They have a very clear set of deadlines and goals. They've discussed it with the group. They've even counted the number of hours and then put in extra hours for how much they can achieve in that 2-week period. They have daily stand-ups where everyone goes in a circle and very quickly says, I'm on target, doing great, or wow, I got some problems, need to meet with some of you, blah, blah, blah. It's a very efficient way, and it honors the fact that everyone only has so much time and that things change. All right? Agile method. Very popular. I have done the Agile method. I had a marketing team where we had a woman who was a scrum master, so she got us all set up. Hated it. Holy cow, how long do I have to talk about the work I'm going to do before I get to do my work? Another meeting. Okay, Agile method. So for those of us who are not as big of fans of Agile, fortunately I have found a gentleman from Europe who is starting a revolution, really. He's an expert in workplace productivity and happiness. And he's a little concerned that we Americans are kind of uptight about our productivity, kind of need to chill it down and enjoy our lives. But I don't want to give it all away. He's got a little intro video, and then he'll be right back out here tonight to talk in person to all of you.
Do you think about the work, talk about the work, do so much the work you have no fun in your life? Maybe you could watch the Agile method. Now you try Agile. It's so nice. It makes you stop and smell the linguine, no? You listen to me. I tell you all about it. My name is Giuseppe Leonardo Alonso Caruso. Giuseppe, okay? I'm going to talk to you now. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the international workplace happiness sensation, Giuseppe Leonardo Alonso Caruso.
Okay. Hello, my American friends. So good to be here with you tonight, okay? You know, it's very nice to be here with you. But I tell you, my American friends, You don't know very nice, okay? In my country, Italy, everything is so nice, you know? The sun always shines, you know? We have the prosciutto, we have the prosecco, we have the beautiful beaches. There's so much to enjoy, no? So in Italy, we don't like the agile method. Talk about the work, think about the work, everything, work, work, work. This is no good for me, it's no good for you, my friends, okay? So tonight I tell you about agile method, okay? With agile you're not so unhappy. No, you're happier than everybody else, okay? I'm gonna tell you about a typical day, or un giorno tipico, as we say in my country, with agile. All right. So you get up, okay? Not too early. Rest, agile. Okay? You get up, you make the first espresso, you make the love, you greet the day. You not check the email, no. You not communicate, you not plan, you not talk. No. Rest, agile. Okay? When you're ready, you go outside, you go to the cafe, okay? You go talk to your friend, huh? You have a little espresso, you smoke a cigarette, you talk a little bit, okay? Then you go to the office, all right? You get to the office, what you gonna do? You're gonna talk to everybody, okay? Okay, how you doing? How your mama doing? When are we gonna win the World Cup for Italy? Okay? Enjoy the people, no? Once you talk to everybody, you go to your desk, okay? Maybe you check a little bit the email, you do a little bit of the work, but then you stop. Basta. Why? You're hungry. It's time for lunch. You don't sit at your desk with a little bag of chippies, no. You go with all your friends, you go out to lunch, you have a nice lunch, maybe you have pasta, no? Maybe a little too much pasta, you're a little tired. You take a nap. When you're ready, smoke cigarette, another espresso, go back to work, okay? When you get to work, maybe one meeting, okay? Meeting no fun, okay? No fun, only one meeting, okay? Do a little bit of the work, you're done. Done for the day, okay? Time to go home. You talk to your little bambini, you play with the children, no? You check on your mama, you watch a little bit of the soccer on TV, and then you go to bed. Agile, no? Now, my American friends, you hear this and you think, oh, Seppi, agile, so easy, no? Americans, I tell you, what is easy is to work, work, work. Never think about you, huh? To balance the work and the pleasure, this is brilliant, no? This is agile. You like agile, no? I'm not gonna tell you no more. You gotta pay me now. For $100 an hour, I will teach you all about agile, okay? You're gonna have to do very, very little, all right? We're gonna go to the beach, I love the beach. You got to relax, you got to rest a bit, enjoy yourself, agile, okay? Now, tonight is the show for the Bella Bridget, but I stay outside after the show. I talk to all of you some more about agile, okay? Ciao tutti, americani!
Recent reports of unshowered, unshorn, moody developers continue to leak out of local startups and on to our news desk.
This one guy smelled really bad. I mean, he was belching loudly, and they say he slays on the back end. I think he needs to wash his back end.
In a follow-up investigation, our news team contacted local companies only to hear the following from local recruiters.
We have the smartest developers around, and they are staying, okay? Plus, if I have to go door to door with free whiskey trying to attract new talent again, I don't think I can do it.
We turned to local expert in human psychology, Dr. Herb Moreover, and he had this to say about the situation.
Oh, Lolita. In a modern tech office space, you may find some behavior. You may be surprised by some of the behavior that you see because, well, even though it is in fact a social setting where other humans can actually see what you do, there are some workers who are very high status, so they're sort of demigods, I mean developers.
When we entered the investigation, value developers insisted they would love to get on camera, but nervous recruiters blocked them and distracted them with a pizza feed. Once things settled down, recruiter Kelly Sanelli had this to say.
We're doing important work here, work that matters. We are disrupting how people order gift baskets online.
We'll continue to follow this story and give you updates as they come in.
Hi everyone. Bridget asked me to come down here and talk to all of you tonight because, well, I'm a lucky gal. My name's Barbara Oglesmeyer, and I've sold quite a few tech companies. You know, I just help the young guys and gals out for fun now. I mean, how much golf can you play and how many times can you sail around the world on your yacht? Am I right? So people ask me all the time, Barbara, what makes a techpreneur so successful a lot of times like you? You know, I said it and I meant it. I've been lucky. I've also made some really great decisions. You know, we're all a little deranged in this industry. We work really hard. I mean, I totally ignored my family. I was addicted to multiple substances. And I got multiple chronic diseases related to metabolic dysfunction. But I don't care because I won. You gotta slice and dice your way through the funding rounds. Growth up and to the right. Make things look good till you get the money. And you gotta project energy and enthusiasm and confidence. Don't let your feelings into anything. And for God's sake, hire a team that'll work their ass off. Basically, you're all on this train that's speeding down the tracks at full speed and no one is getting off. It's a little scary, but it's awesome. And hey, I'm bored by the thought of sailing my yacht around the world again, and I love that. Just tuck in. Okay. So that was Barbara. Barbara's a little intense. Okay. She is based on fact, though, let's be honest. The work effort levels that go into making a tech company successful, particularly for those who are the founders or on executive teams, some of the stuff I've seen, it's just almost hard to watch, and you wonder if people are going to make it because they just work so hard. But often they're very successful, so that's good. So in honor of all those very hardworking people, I have written a song. It is to the tune of a song from the 80s that you may recognize, and it's a tribute. Okay. There comes a time when a market has a hole, and you must be there to plug it. There is venture capital sitting in a great big pile, and you will burn through it and win. You already see $1 billion company with morale events in Hawaii. Once your stock is public, you'll be able to say things like, let's dock the yacht on Malta and grab some lunch. You are the founder. You are the reason. You know this song. The industry is flipped on its head, and that's amazing. Sure, pardon me. There are private islands waiting to be bought, and you will buy them all at once. You have rocked each round of funding, and you made Inc.'s hottest startups list. Sure, your innovation may never actually succeed, but for now, employees get ping pong and free lunch. You stay up late with spreadsheets on the growth of the company you've worked so hard to create. You call your sales leads at 3 a.m. to talk. Then you wake up at 5 and you call them again. You are the founder. You are the reason. A bunch of smart, good people have jobs, and that's amazing. Sorry. I'm going to take that from the top. A bunch of smart, good people have jobs, and that's amazing. There's a choice you're making. You're not saving any lives, but you offer for a 1K savings plan. 1 day with matching funds. You can't go on pretending day by day you don't dream of more stable work at Amazon. But what would this world be without rebel minds like you, changing the world and also making a profit? You have a company, now go out and sell it. Buy that NBA team and yell at it. Give a commencement address to Ivy League graduates. Apparently we just nailed that one. I couldn't say you are the founder anymore because it just too much laughter. So on the other end, you just need a moment. It's okay. Deep breath.
Nailed it.
Thank you. Okay, so on the other end of the techpreneur who is cashing in and sailing around the world are the befuddled members and natives of the Northwest who are wondering what happened to this little cute town they lived in, where they were famous for throwing fish for tourists and studio apartments for $500. Yeah. Now they live in a megalopolis, and there are studio apartments available for $2,500. Oh, great. That's awesome. So, I have friends who do not work in tech, and I've talked to them about this because it's hard on them, right? Teachers, nurses. And I get the impression that for them, tech is like this weird walled-off bubble space where young people sort of run in and do who knows what and come out with lots of cash. It's a little mysterious, not really sure what's going on, but they see the cash and the flash of the cash around town, and sometimes I think they're kind of like, gosh, I could go for some of that. So I wrote a song in honor of them called If I Worked in Tech. If I worked in tech, I'd buy a house on Queen Anne, or at least afford an apartment. And if I worked in tech, I'd eat it Eat at sushi restaurants with interesting modern light fixtures. If I worked in tech, I could shop Did you guys already know what I was gonna say? Oh, zany, 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 and really well paid, that's what I wanna be. Oh, 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 zany, 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 and really well paid, won't you hire me? If I worked in tech, I'd please my parents with a 6-figure salary and not have them understand my job. And if I worked in tech, I'd hire a maid to clean my apartment so I could spend more time playing video games. Can you breathe? If I worked in tech, I'd ride Uber everywhere. Wait till you hear the end. Okay, hold on. I'd ride Uber everywhere and own multiple Patagonia jackets. Oh, zany, 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 and really well paid, that's all I see. Oh, 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 zany, 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 and really well paid, and the booze is free. All I want to do is walk down Terry Avenue to my job, a shiny new building. I want a local to spit on me and call me a tech snob. It's ruining their city. I want to crush Seattle with all of my cash. Tell me about your CAC ratio. I can calculate that. I can calculate that. If I worked in tech, I'd speak at conferences on obscure topics and everyone would tweet about me. And if I worked in tech, I'd buy a Model S Tesla and call it an investment in our future. Oh, I want to do a shot with my colleagues and then do another. Oh, I just want to work in tech. Please hire me, sisters and brothers. All right, let's say thanks, T-Rex, and step over and just finish things up, okay? So, I just want to say a few words to all of you before you go about how proud I am of everybody at Big Bop Software. We are all winners. Even Jen is a winner, and she frightens most of us. But I'll tell you what, Jenna and Brenna, we're going straight to the top. We are taking this company all the way. You know, I know it looks kind of fun here, like who wouldn't love to work at a cute little Seattle tech startup, right? Well, I have to tell you one little secret. Everyone here is just working so hard. I mean, I can't even count the number of nights I was up way past midnight on LinkedIn just digging around, looking for new talent. All the nights I went to networking events when I could have been out with my friends. You know, I bleed purple and golden. I'm a coug. This is my family. I mean, I just think we're just the greatest. Hi, Chris. Hi. Everybody wave at Chris. That's our CEO. Hi. Hi. Just something in my eye. No, I'm great. Yeah. Purple and gold until we're sold. That's right. Okay, so. Does anyone have any questions? Yes. Oh, yeah, we don't have on-site IT, or off-site for that matter. You're just going to have to learn how to fix your own stuff, or befriend someone who can. Little tip. Do not ask an engineer to help you with their computer. They are not IT. They do not like that. I do work here, actually. Thank you. This is MAC Muted Rose Matte Finish. Maze, I know. So I think that's all the time we have for today. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for showing up. And next time you are in Seattle, come back a little later in the day and we'll get you that shot of Fireball whiskey, all right? That was Brenna's goodbye. This is mine. So I was going to write a long, meaningful monologue about Techlandia and all these things we should think about. And fortunately, it turns out Shwanda is still around. And she had such a perfect way of putting things that I'm just going to let her finish up with a message for all of you.
Hello, my puppets. It's me, Shwanda. It's amazing I'm still around, isn't it? Being psychic is great for your skin. LOL, LMFAO, hashtag 50 years later. As you may have guessed, I've caught quite on to the world of boxes that I predicted so long ago. They're quite fun. I happen to own 5 myself. I just gifted one to each one of my grandchildren. They call me Gadget Granny. Well, unfortunately, as I predicted, also, we've become a bit more flabby and antisocial because of our boxes. But I see that we are doing our Wii games and doing our Pilates and trying to maintain some semblance of fitness. It's just so difficult when there's an app for that, and for that, and for that. But as you sit there with your pads and your pods, remember that you hold great power in your hands. You can connect and you can build things. Build great things, my little lambs. And be sure to take time to... Now, one moment. Be sure to look up from your pads and your pods occasionally to connect with one another. When your tummy hurts, you don't want an iPad to hug. You want another person to hug you. So do be good to each other. And I have to go soon because I am a guest on Psychic Sally Says It All podcast today. I'm so excited. So be good, do good, and be well, my little ones. Goodbye.